Get your clothes on, get ready, got breakfast for you. Look, you get porridge, and it's happy to see you. Hey, get out of there!
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week we're taking a look at the congee from Mulan, a simple porridge made from that most abundant of foodstuffs, rice. I'm sorry for the relatively simple recipe this week, but despite having a lot of fun meeting you guys at Vidcon, it pushed my production schedule into the day before you're watching this very episode. But I still think we can have fun with this recipe. Let's start by making a bare bones congee, that is, a ratio of 6:1 cups water to rice, so that's 6 cups of water to 1 cup of long grain jasmine rice that we're going to bring to a bare simmer, partially cover and cook for 1 1/2 hours until the rice has totally broken down and become a thick, creamy porridge. Now during the cooking process you may notice that the water evaporates too quickly. If so, add more water a cup at a time until the desired consistency is reached. It should look like, well, porridge. And while its viscosity is entirely up to your preference, do not eat this without seasoning heavily with salt and pepper. Now it's time for the smiley face bacon, which I attempted to cook in the shape of a smile, but as you can see, they just sort of naturally straighten out as they cook. But when you take them off the heat and let them cool on a paper towel, this is when you can shape them to the appropriate specification. And while the bacon drains, it's time to address eggs. Now Mushu is a very small guy and he's serving the congee in a very small bowl, so I think that this means quail's eggs, which have a very thick inner membrane so they can be a little tricky to crack. Just pierce them with a knife and carefully crack them open into your awaiting skillet filled with bacon fat. Simply cook them sunny side up until the whites are set and the yolks are still runny, and then it's time for presentation. Let's start with a generous helping of our congee. In its most basic form, perhaps the blandest foodstuff known to man, so it's a good thing we've got a few bacon fat fried eggs and some bacon. And look at that, your breakfast is smiling at you. I have to admit, I'm charmed. In fact, this little guy is just so cute, I don't know if I can bring myself to eat him. No, I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat his old face. And while of course the bacon and eggs are nice, once they're done, this is a really bland porridge, so we need to go back to our building blocks to make something a little bit more exciting. And we're also going to see if we can drastically cut down on our cook time by employing the use of a pressure cooker. We're going to keep the same liquid to rice ratio of 6:1, but this time we're going to use homemade chicken stock. Alternately, you could just add some chicken parts to the pressure cooker as it cooks, and you get some nice shredded chicken in the end. I'm also going to add a 1-inch knob of ginger, finely chopped, and 1 clove of garlic, finely chopped. As usual, do not season until the end of cooking. Put this guy on high pressure for 30 minutes, quick releasing the pressure and generously seasoning with salt and pepper. And now it's time to start focusing on additional congee accoutrement. What? Sorry, we're frying some thinly sliced garlic and thinly sliced shallots in a little bit of vegetable oil and draining on paper towels, slicing up some green onion and bringing a couple other new friends to the party. As you can see, the chicken stock made for a darker brown congee. If you don't want to do that, add the chicken parts as I described earlier, or you can make a lighter colored stock by not frying your chicken parts before simmering. We got a bigger bowl and that calls for bigger eggs. I've got 2 sunny side up eggs here, and we need a bigger bacon smile, and since they don't really make bacon much bigger, let's just double up. And now how about some sauteed shiitake mushroom eyebrows? That's both cute and delicious. But before he gets too cute, let's give him a little scallion beard, which to me sounds like it could be a pirate antagonist from Candyland or something. Then how about some black sesame seed pupils? That's sure to make it more realistic and a little creepy. Some pickled ginger ears for their anatomical correctness, and some curly, crispy shallot hair. What else does this guy need? How about a nose? Let's do a crispy fried garlic chip nose, since that's probably the smelliest ingredient. And then peanut, I don't know, the guy's got peanuts in his beard, a few dots of delicious sriracha acne, and that's just about as many facial features as we can give this thing. I gotta admit, he's pretty cute, and I have much higher hopes for how good he's gonna taste. I know that Mushu uses chopsticks in the movie, but I'm gonna opt for a spoon, because congee is not very chopstick friendly, and as predicted, this is pretty friggin' delicious. It's a flavorful and anthropomorphic breakfast that I can really get behind, and he would definitely join the Clean Plate Club if he wasn't so darn cute. I think I'm gonna call him John Bon Congee.